Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. Music is a bit loud. We'll turn that down a bit. How's everyone doing? It is Thursday and we're in the kitchen. I've been looking forward to this. Today we are cooking some Bagna Cauda. I know, weird name. But I've been watching Babylon 5 again, and one of the characters, Garibaldi, decides that he wants, for a special treat for his birthday, he wants to make some Bagna Cauda. Shenanigans ensue. And look, it's got 4 of my favorite ingredients in it. It's got oil, butter, garlic, and anchovies. So how am I not going to do that? Ow. My glasses are sticking me again. So yeah, today we're going to do some Bagna Cauda. We'll see how we go with it. Traditionally, it is served with mixed veg, like carrots and celery and things like that. In the show, he serves it with toast points. So we've got some bread, we've got some crusty bread that we're going to use to dip as a dip for it, and we're going to go from there. So we start, and it begins. So we want 5 tablespoons of garlic. Which is a lot of garlic. So we're going to go with that. This is a definite good excuse to get the mezzaluna out. A lot of garlic. So it's oddly cool today. There is quite a bit of cloud cover, which is kind of nice. It's been a while. I see you sitting down there, Beanie. We've got little Beanie. Yeah. What do you reckon, little Beanie? Hey? What do you reckon? She's angling for food, you watch. Whoops. Squashed that one a little bit too much. Oh well. But I don't know if that's going to be 5 tablespoons. Where's my tablespoon measure? My tablespoon measure is AWOL, so we're going to use a half one. It's probably only about 2, maybe 3 tablespoons. Oh, we're going to need more garlic. Here's some I prepared earlier. Let's go that much. And yes, I'm going to weigh it at the end of this so that I can put a grammage on it. Getting all over eager. Off. That just exploded. Alrighty. Oh, hang on. That's paper gone. No. That looks like an insane amount of garlic. I know. Mind you, we're putting a lot of oil and stuff in this as well, so. Chop, 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 chop. There. So considering what this is going to have to be relatively finely chopped. Seeing we're using it as a dip. So I also found out there is a Babylon 5 cookbook. Yeah, you heard that right. And the one I saw, just quick search, but the one I saw, they were wanting $700 for it. I'm like, what the shit, dude? How you doing, Cap? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. How goes it in the land of the Cheeto? The rhythm. Meh. Got a beard hair. Is this gonna be 5 tablespoons? Okay, now I've got a doorbell. Hang on, I'll be back in a moment. And we're back. 'Twas the Jehovah's Witnesses. I did not wish to witness Jehovah today. Although jojoba is something I thought they put in shampoo. Okay. Who does Cap? Oh, that guy, yes. Sorry, I realise who you're talking about now. Down a long elevator shaft. Yeah, I was complaining the other day that, oh look, our allies have attacked the Middle East and now our petrol prices are going up. Thanks, ally. Wow. You need 5 freaking tablespoons. That's a lot. I think we may have like 3 or 4, 3.5 so far. It's gonna be a lot of garlic. It's like just put a whole bulb in. Right. So here we go. That's 1. Well, half. 1. 1.5. 2. 2.5. 3. Oop, not quite. 3. I'm going to say this is probably going to be 3.5. Oh yeah. Reckon we'll get a half out of that. 3.5. Alright, so we need Um, 1.5 more. So we've basically gone through 1.5 bulbs. They are small bulbs. They still make those? What? Still make doorbells? Still make Jehovah's Witnesses? Yes. Yes, they do. We need 1.5 more. Alright. That is pretty much the end of the... Well, I've got a little bit more garlic over there, but I reckon we'll do the whole thing. We'll do whatever's left of this. We'll weigh that out. And we will call it that much garlic. That should be like a tablespoon in its own right. Well, half of one. Yeah, there's a lot of garlic. This is the hard part of the recipe. Is just getting all the garlic prepared. Everything else is really simple. You just finished watching the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Okay. Doesn't ring a bell. Although, like, not as a movie name. I know the English had one in World War II. It was a movie about them. I think Ian Fleming actually worked for them. The guy who wrote James Bond. If memory serves. Came out in 2024. Yes, exactly. Aha. Oh, there you go. I didn't realise they'd made a movie about it. Yeah, they did the propaganda flyers and all that sort of stuff as well. All the, while you're at the front, your girlfriend is at home with your best mate. Not that your best mate's sitting next to you in the trenches. Digging the tunes? This is Gritty Dark by the usual... God, just went out of my head. By the usual suspect. Carl Casey at White Bat Audio is the doer of the thing. Go check him out on YouTube. This thing is gonna sting. So Bagna Cauda is not just a Bab 5 thing. Almost said it. It's not just a Bab 5 thing. It is a real recipe, which I was really surprised at. I would have thought that something that involves this much garlic and this much anchovies, I would have known about. But it appears not. It still blows me away that the Bab 5 cookbook was $700. I mean, collector's item and all, but still. Oof. I don't believe that I nearly don't have enough garlic. Horrifying thought. Alright. So that's 4. Bit over 4.5. Yep, I am prepared to call that 5 tablespoons. Which, once I get this bit up, and that is why. Right. So it's always weird to me just how sticky garlic is. Now, let's have a look, shall we? So we zero that out with the bowls. So 66 grams, so let's say 65 grams. That works, right? I don't have any coffee drape. What is going on with the world? Okay, so we're making Bagna Cauda. Is how, as far as I know, is how it's said. That's how it's pronounced on Bab 5. It is basically, it's Garibaldi, Bagna Cauda a la Garibaldi. He basically describes it as Italian fondue. Which, you know, kind of is. Very few ingredients in it. Oops, hang on. Oh, that's already too much butter. Okay, so there's not as much butter as I thought there was going to be. Okay. That can't be right. Because it's not. Right. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. So there was more butter than I thought there was. The weight didn't re-zero, that's what it was. More butter. Oh my. Captain.
Incoming message.
What? Go away. I don't want to talk to you. Alright, there we go. That's better. Right, 125 grams of butter. We are 50 grams in. Good enough. 132. We'll get away with that. Right, so we've got the garlic, we've got the butter, we've got the olive oil. We need... How you doing, CMC? Now we need the anchovies. Now I know, green is for vegetables. Oops. But now it calls for 10 anchovies, finely chopped. So we're just gonna dig out what we think is kind of 10, because these are very different sized. That's 7. We might do 11. I don't know. We'll see how big the rest of these get. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And a bit. So much anchovy oil. Oh, my hands are not stuck to themselves. So yes, we're going to be a little bit naughty. And we're putting meat onto the vegetable chopping board. We're getting sour candy from the movie theaters. Okay? Does the movie theater make it better, sour candy? I know popcorn, like popcorn from the theaters is just, for some reason, it is freaking exemplary. Never can quite hit theater popcorn at home. I don't know why. Maybe it's like nostalgia memory or something. Alright, we're going to call that finely chopped. Eating. Why do your fingers hurt from work? That doesn't sound healthy. So I think we're done. I think we now are up to doing the cooking. So, we take the garlic. I've got a little bit of anchovy bone in my mouth right now. Just rolling it around. It's the one. It's really weird. Like quail, the taste of quail is one thing, but I really off it because of the little bones. And yet, the tiny little furry bones of bloomin' anchovies, I like. Very weird. So, as you can see, all we're doing is we are slamming all of this, all of the ingredients, into a bowl, and then we're going to heat it up. And that's it. Now, it calls for 250 ml of olives. I was looking for a big tin of olive oil yesterday, you know, get the big tin or whatever. Because let's face it, I go through olive oil like there's no tomorrow. But I came across 250 mils of olive oil. So, for the express purpose, hang on, I can just do this. Just pour the whole bottle in. Because it makes me happy. Alright, now we throw this on the stove. Now, I'm not doing it in one of my normal pans. I'm doing it in a cast iron pan. Because cast iron keeps its heat better. And that, for what we're doing, that is going to be important. Right. Now we can do some cleanup while that's melting. Oops, obviously, at some point, I have melted the chopping board. Oopsies. Okay, that made me feel just a whole bottle of olive oil. Done. Jim Tar, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Glorious food! Oh my god. Oh, that. That looks hilarious. It really does. Why are we using the red one? I don't know why we're using the red one. Oops. I'm going to put the red one away. I'm going to use the black one because we want to eat some bread. So we've just got your general bread roll. The recipe calls for toast points. Not entirely sure what toast points are. That is definitely an American thing. What are toast points, Cap? So we're just going to cut this into bite-sized bits. Probably a few too many already. Alright, I'll stop. Bite-sized bits. So the idea here is we heat it up till everything is melted, and then we simmer it for 4 minutes, and then we serve. That's it. So once this is melted, once the butter is melted, we simmer it for 4 minutes, and then we're eating. Done. Ta-da! I don't know if this is meant to thicken up. Probably not. Especially considering one of the serving suggestions is that you actually put it in an actual fondue, a fondue server. So the idea is you keep it hot. All right, there we go. That looks like the butter is all melted. Now we let it come up to the simmer. Coming up to the simmer. Yeah, can you actually see that on the... Yeah, you can see that's just starting to bubble nicely. We'll see how that goes. We have a fork for dipping. Oh, I'm going to go early. I'm going early. Mm-hmm. Oh. Alright. We're not quite there with the... We've got a couple more ingredients to go in. Where are you, Beanie? I don't want to kick Beanie. Poor Beanie. Right. Oops. So we need oregano and basil. Almost forgot about the oregano and basil. So we need half a teaspoon of oregano and quarter teaspoon of basil. Okay, whoop, that's maybe getting a bit much. Throw in the oregano and a quarter teaspoon of basil. Is it a quarter teaspoon? Yes, they're both teaspoons of basil. You are getting way too frisky. I thought there was something missing. What? That's not the flavors I was expecting. And that's why.
Almost there.
Alright.
Good effort, go potato.
Alright, I'm going to take that off the heat just a little bit, just to let it settle. So because there's so much oil in this, it is going to be very dependent. The overall flavor is going to be very dependent on the amount of which oil you do. Jim, yeah, wouldn't want it to congeal again. Could do this with roast pan leftovers. Yes! Alright, now it's just a couple of minutes of that, and we're good. I'm worried that's a little high, but we'll be okay. Now you got me thinking, Jim. Roast drippings as a dip. Oh, that's horrifyingly good idea. Off. I'm just worried that that's just not, it's a little bit over simmering. So I'm going to take it off the heat, and this is one of the reasons why you use cast. Is because it just keeps the heat going. Right, so here we go. Holy crap. Okay. Now, just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Because again, what it says. This is getting extreme. As we're getting stuff into it and the flavors are developing in it, it is changing radically. All right, we're gonna throw it on a fork and go for the full dunk. If I had to manage fair snacks, this looks to be a winner. Roast and juices. Oh my god, look at that. It's just automatically golden and crispy. I'm going to definitely need to go for a bit of exercise after this stream because, oh my god, this is insane. Now, okay, flavor. First off, we're using slightly stale bread, and that's really good. Okay, it's like when you use bread for dipping into a soup. You want it to be slightly stale, and that way you get it will hold together while it soaks in all the soup. Same thing is happening here. So having that little bit of stale in your bread, a little bit of crusty, that works really well here. The flavors. Okay, so surprisingly enough, this is not overpoweringly garlic. I really thought it would be. I really thought that what we were going to get was garlic, but it's not. There is garlic flavor in it, absolutely, but it hasn't taken over absolutely everything in the way of flavors. Fried squeaky cheese is the dip. Yeah, I can see that. So there is that butter flavor in it. It's like when you get really hot toast and your butter's already your butter's already soft, and you spread it on and you bite into your toast, and you get that real melted butter flavor throughout, and you can taste that it's soaked into the bread, if that makes sense. You're getting that flavor. That's the butter flavor in this. I would have thought the anchovies in this would have really oversalted it. It doesn't. there you get that anchovy taste that is there, but it's not overpowering. It's absolutely not overpowering. Which to the point where I added that little bit more salt, and that just set everything off. That really brought out the anchovy flavor that little bit more, put it a little bit more up there in the palate, which was nice. The garlic, it's a flavor. Now the oil, there is that little bit of bitter from the olive oil, which you want, but that just cuts through everything really nicely. Damn. Alright, that bite had a lot more anchovy on it. But still deluxe. Yes. I can definitely see why this is a birthday treat for Garibaldi. I really can. Oh, so tasty. Ooh, there we go. Now we're getting some. Get some! Alright, so as I'm doing it, I'm just dipping it through and running it through. And I'm just picking up a layer of the garlic and anchovies. While I'm really letting the oil soak into the bread. This is not for the double dip squeamish. Because you are dipping this whole thing in to get all the flavors and all the everything out of it. It is freaking awesome. Oh, I'm probably just going to continue eating this until this entire roll is gone because I would probably, when I cut more, I would probably cut it thinner. That's cut to probably 1.5 centimeters. I'd probably cut it to about 1 centimeter thickness, and use that as the base. Oh, hot. Damn, poaching egg in it. Okay, that's mildly scary. So there we go. We're gonna have one more bit, and then we're gonna sign off. Definitely having a paper towel or a small plate to whip under the piece of bread. Definitely the way to go. Anyway. Oh, there we go. And that sounds like a good place to make the music go quiet. So there we go. So, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was some food. That was a stream. Ah, so tasty. That's just evil. I will be eating the rest of this. You watch. So, quick one today. Little under an hour, but that's about right. So, coming up tomorrow, we've got some Neverwinter Nights. We'll be joined by Jim Tor. And, yeah, we'll get a couple of hours of that in, hopefully, with Jim Tor. Then on Tuesday, we're back with Planet Crafter. We're on Aqualis. We're almost there. We've almost got it completely terraformed. Then Wednesday with Upright. And we will be doing some more roadside research, getting the probe on at the Probe and Go. Then on Thursday, we'll be back with more cooking. Who knows what we're going to use for the next recipe? We will think of something. We always do. Anyway, hopefully we will see everyone tomorrow at 10 o'clock Adelaide time for Neverwinter Nights. If we don't, we'll see you when you see it. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
Yeah.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Hello again, and welcome to the After Credits. If you like the video, please hit like down below. It really does help. If you'd like alerts of when I put new things up on the channel, you can subscribe, and that helps too. The next video should hopefully be up there. And if you'd like to join us live on Twitch, check the description and you'll find a link. So, until we see each other again, stay safe and have fun.